Hi guys, welcome to What's Brewing in You. We have all tasted burnt things at times. If you're much of a coffee drinker, you know burnt coffee is one of the worst tastes. Now, I personally don't drink coffee, but I live among people that do. And when they are served a cup of joe that has been sitting on the burner for way too long, they toss it out and they always ask for a fresh cup. So why is that? Because burnt things taste bad to our senses. Well, did you know that the Bible also teaches us about burnt things too? It's true. Let's turn in our Bibles to 1 Timothy 4. The Spirit clearly says that in later times, some will abandon the faith and follow deceiving spirits and things taught by demons. Such teachings come through hypocritical liars whose consciences have been seared as with a hot iron. Now, even if you don't drink coffee, I'm sure we have all had food that has been cooked on a grill, and we know if food is left on a hot grill for too long, it's going to burn. And if burned too badly, it becomes inedible. Well, this scripture in Timothy lets us know our inner self or our conscience can become burned also. It clearly states that our conscience can become seared. So how does that happen? Well, it's much like food being left on a grill. The longer we do something we know is wrong, like lie, steal, or cheat, we may feel bad the first few times we do it, but if we continue that behavior, pretty soon we may lose that sense of right from wrong because our conscience has been left on that grill for way too long. So in a sense, our conscience becomes bitter and burnt, and that's not a very pleasant taste to God. So what can we do about it? Well, the Bible has more to say to us, so let's turn to Proverbs 25:21. It says, if your enemy is hungry, give him food to eat. If he is thirsty, give him water to drink. In doing this, you will heap burning coals on his head, and the Lord will reward you. Now, the question comes up, but if the conscience is already seared, meaning burnt, how is adding more coals to this fire a good thing, and why would God reward us for that? Well, let's break this down. Take our burnt food on that grill. If we keep food on the grill and add more coals to the food, it's going to become burnt and brittle, and it may start to actually break apart and just turn right into dust. Now, we're left with no choice when that happens but to start over completely. See, God in His wisdom tells us that when people are our enemies, we are supposed to love and pray for them. And in this scripture, we're even supposed to serve them and be kind. And God tells us when we do that, it's like adding hot coals to their head. Now, here's the reason why. Just in case they happen to have a seared conscience, our acts of love and kindness and prayer may just be that last heap of coals that person needs to make them aware that they need a fresh start. And this scripture isn't just for other people, guys, or our enemies. It's for us too. If we have an enemy, we are most likely sitting on that burner of revenge or anger, maybe having bad thoughts about this person. Our conscience could actually be picking up that bitter, burnt flavor also. And our conscience may be becoming seared. And that's why we need God to put those burning coals on our heads as well. Look at what Isaiah 48:10 says in the Bible. Indeed, I have refined you, but not as silver. I have tested and chosen you in the furnace of affliction. See, God knows that when we go through things, especially with others, if we do things His way, we come out better than gold and silver. And it just may help the people around us too. God's fire refines us, meaning it removes all those impurities we have. It removes the bitterness. It can remove the anger. His fire takes all that burnt, inedible junk away, and He leaves us completely pure. And so if you would like to learn more about doing things God's ways, you can check out our book titled Your Feelings and What God Says About Them. It's an A to Z guide, so we deal with all kinds of issues on how to handle any kind of situation we find ourselves in God's way, so we can get off of those burners and become the good brew Jesus made us to be. Have a great day, guys.